Ecopolis, future megacity. It's not a real place, but a possible blueprint for city life in 2050. Unless technology can turn things around. Overcrowded, polluted, and an environmental mess, this is Ecopolis. In this groundbreaking 6-part series, Nobel Prize-winning scientist Dan Kamen reveals the technology that could transform our cities and usher in a brighter future. This episode, Food and Water.
Megacities require huge amounts of water and food to keep them going. So they are sponges across the landscape. They suck up huge amounts of materials just to keep them functioning.
Singapore, home to 4.6 million, one of the most densely populated places on Earth. It offers a taste of how tough it will be to feed tomorrow's megacities. Singapore grows just 5% of its own food and vegetables. The rest arrives by air, sea, and land from 5 continents.
Sweet potato is from Japan, and the chilies are from Malaysia. These are pumpkins from Australia, curry leaves from Malaysia, baby corns and spring onions, and they are from Thailand.
Horticulturalist and professor Lee Sing Kong knows importing food uses a lot of energy, and transport is only part of the problem.
We also need to preserve the freshness of the vegetables, and through chilling and other measures. And these processes too add carbon to the environment.
There's just one problem: land. Only 1% of the island, a tiny 3 square miles, can be farmed. With 90% of its 4.5 million people packed into high-rise apartment blocks, Singapore has no space to spare. This problem could get much worse in the sprawling megacities of the future.
Seeing the voluminous amount of food that has to be shipped into Singapore daily, consuming much energy and fuel along the way, it dawned upon me one day to ask the question, why not ship the farm into the city?
Lee did the math and surprised himself. He found that it would take just 9 square miles of farmland to make Singapore self-sufficient in vegetables. But where to find those 9 square miles? He scoured the city and realized the answer was staring him in the face. Endless patches of unused space on top of Singapore's high-rises. Lee thought, why not farm in the heart of the city? Obviously, he couldn't load hundreds of tons of topsoil onto roofs. But Professor Lee didn't give up. He turned to a revolutionary method: aeroponics. Plants not grown in soil, but in thin air.